So I'm up almost 30 grand in the month of September, and that's not all off premium. It's also off of being super patient with my plays. And I go over this in the Discord. I go over it sometimes on my Instagram. So always check out my Instagram where I also post most of my trades just after the fact because I post my trades immediately after I make them in the paid Discord, but the free one also gets a little bit of it as well. But this is what I've been doing. So in the month of September, and there's still 1 week left of September, well, like a week and a half, I've already made $9,920 just in premiums. That's what I collected. And I sold a lot of cash secured puts, sold a lot of covered calls. I bought back a lot of cash secured puts as well because I do feel like the market's a little bit overbought right now, that it would be great to have a small pullback because it's just getting crazy, which is a good thing in a way. But since I do use margin, I want to be safer and not keep my buying power locked up for so long. So the biggest thing that I did is that I made a play over 400 days ago, a leap for a call at $10 of Palantir, and I had a few of these, and this is how I usually do it. So it's just to say if I had 3 contracts, like I bought a leap for 3 contracts, I usually would sell one at 20%, then I would sell one at 40 to 60%, and then I would let one run. And this is the last one that I let run, and it ran for 700%. So that Palantir leap got me $17,419. So because it's been over 365 days, it'll be long-term capital gains, which is a good thing for my taxes at least. And then I add that together with the premiums I've earned so far, so it's $27,339 with a week left in September, a week and a half left in September. So I could potentially make a 30K month here. I know I'll most likely hit a 10K month, which because I only need a $100 play next week to hit that. So that's going to go on month 4 or 5 of 10K, which is a beautiful thing for my portfolio because it just means it's going to grow and grow and grow. My buying power is going to consistently just keep going higher and higher because the account value is going higher and higher as these plays expire worthless, as I get assigned shares. But that's one of the best things as well, is that I also play a lot of my covered calls, maybe like $1 above my cost basis, so I get some appreciation. And I did that with some HIMS plays where they're getting called away because HIMS closed pretty high this last Friday, yesterday. So let me just look at that real quick. HIMS stock. Yeah, at 57. So I'll have like 300 shares taken away, which is perfectly fine because that opens up around $45,000 for me to play with again. And that means I have a lot more money to throw around and keep making more plays. So I get this question a lot, and I constantly get DMs about this, which I'm perfectly fine with you guys doing, DMing me on Instagram instead of Discord, because there's a lot of scammers on Discord that are pretending to be me. So follow me on Instagram, BrianMakesBenjamins. And how much money can you start the same strategy with? You could start it with any amount of money, but you have to find the right stocks to do it with. So that's the limiting factor. So I got a message asking, can you do this with 2 grand? I was like, you can. I have a few people that I've helped, a few clients that I've helped that have done this with 1, 2, 3 grand. They use certain stocks that I choose, like Webull, Riot, SoFi, all of that. And over the year, without adding extra money, you're making maybe 80 to $100 a week if you're doing weeklies, and then you end up with about 5, 6 grand, because if you just do the calculation, if you're doing it weeklies, right? Let's just flat number the 100 times 52. You're making $5,200 if you're able to get that type of premium a week, which is possible with some of these more volatile stocks. Even if you get 100 a month, you're still going to come around $1,200 by the end of the year, which is really good for technically doing 5 minutes of work and not having to add any money to your portfolio. By the end of the year, you're pretty like, if you had like a $2,000 account, you already went halfway, and now you have a $3,000 account, like a 3.2 grand account, which is amazing. That just shows you how the growth and compounding could work for you and for your portfolio, especially when you get to bigger and bigger numbers, like where I won't even say my portfolio is that big. But when you get it to like the 40 and 50K range, you're going to be making a good amount of money. When you get to my range, we're in like the $250,000 range, you should be making close to 10K a month. Once you get up to 500K portfolio, you're going to be making 15, 20K. When you get to the $1 million mark, it's a different game. Like the money just starts coming even easier. Like that's what I was just talking about with one of my friends that also does this as well, with a bigger portfolio than me, that it gets surreal to a point where the money just comes kind of easily as long as you're making the right plays. Don't try to gamble. Don't go out of your wheelhouse. Keep it with the stocks that you know, the deltas that you're comfortable with, and the strike prices that you're comfortable with. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't have a million strikes or contracts on a single day. Spread them out so you can maintain and use your portfolio the right way, where you're not going to just get wrecked all of a sudden if there's a market pullback. Give yourself ways out. Give yourself exits. And in doing so, you're going to do really well with this strategy because you're getting paid up front. You get buying power up front. You can start making more plays immediately. So this is just a quick video of, again, all this goes into mindset of how I'm trading. And just for all the haters out there, I could show you really quick that this portfolio that I do show on that I'm doing my wheel strategy on is, let me make sure there's no, right here, $263,000. Like I'm not adding a single dollar to this. This is just selling options, making the premium, getting a little bit of appreciation, and keeping the money moving over and over and over again. So I just hit $250,000 last week, and now I'm at 260. And that's because, of course, a lot of appreciation happened and a lot of options expired worthless. So the account balance goes up. So I was telling the Discord that 275 is probably my January goal, because I was like, I'd have to average a 10K month for the remainder of the year from $250,000 to get to like 280. So let's go to 270, be conservative. But if the market keeps ripping like this, my goals will have to be bigger, and maybe 280 is just too low if I'm already at 260 with October, November, December left through. But for now, keeping it at 275, and then for the next year, it's pretty much, maybe I'll just try to have a goal for an 100K year selling options, which I think is very doable. And then different doors start opening up. Like, do I have to work as hard at my actual job? And I'm already trying to sell all my real estate so I could put more money into this account to get to a different level. If I could do that, I'll be adding like maybe another 100K to this account, and then that blows it up even more, where I'm pretty much gonna be closer to like the $500,000 mark in this portfolio. And then from there, how much premiums can I actually make going forward? And like I said, this is like a journal for me of how we're gonna build wealth. This isn't my only portfolio. I still have my retirement accounts. I still have my crypto. Like I said, I still have real estate. So this is a good start for me to just keep this momentum going and keep this portfolio growing. And if you want to learn more, there is a free Discord in the links down below. I do have a course if you wanted a little bit more hand-holding. It's all videos. You can get it all done within 2 hours. And then there is a premium Discord where you get access to me and John where we go over all our trades. You ask us as many questions as you want, and that is actually super cheap as well. Like one play pays it off because it's only like $340 for the whole year. And so just check those out and let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you guys are doing with your portfolios, and hopefully you guys keep following along for this journey to get this $1 million portfolio. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.